Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, I wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys about how the narcissist has an expiration date for every supply. The narcissist has an expiration date for every supply. So if you're playing around with these people, it's not about love, you know, it's not about being a family man, even though some of them will get married for the image. It's about none of those things. Supply doesn't even necessarily have to be them using you for financial gain. Sometimes they could be the breadwinner. Sometimes they could be the ones taking you to nice places, love bombing you, going to nice fancy restaurants, taking you to places that you aren't used to. Especially when they target someone who is younger, or someone who lived a hard life, or someone who didn't come from someone who came from a single parent home. You don't have certain people in your life to protect you. To them, they look at you like a project. They feel like, they can add to your life because there's something that you're lacking. So if you're someone who, you were messing around with a guy who was a narcissist for many years, and that narcissist never bought you anything, you love that narcissist, they didn't do nothing for your birthday, they didn't do nothing for holidays, you were begging for them to take you out on dates, and so forth, where you were giving more in the relationship than they were. The reason they were giving you so little is because they already had an expiration date for you from the start. To them, they feel like anything nice that they do for you, you're not going to appreciate it. So why even put so much time and effort and money into you if they already know they have an expiration date on you? Because, when they love bomb you and they're breadcrumbing you, that's basically what they're doing. Because a lot of the stuff the narcissist does for you, when they pick you up, it's like they're picking you off the street. That's how they're looking at you, because they feel like you haven't been in love before, you haven't been, love bombed before, no one has done certain things for you or treated you a certain way. So they go over and beyond, to treat you a certain way, or to be intimate with you, or to be overly sexual with you, so that you can have this passion inside of you, almost of, wow, I've never had this before. This is new. They like that. They like to see the excitement in your eyes when they're breadcrumbing you, because they know they're breadcrumbing you. And to them, you shouldn't even be satisfied with what they're giving you. They're like, you're satisfied with this? You're satisfied me taking you, to a 2 for $20 or for some tacos or a Starbucks? And then, they'll go cold again and won't do anything for you for a very long time. If you're messing with a lower grade narcissist, that is, a higher grade narcissist, they're going to take you out. They're going to buy you drinks. They're going to say, hey, you want some more drinks? They're giving sugar daddy energy to you. They're more established. You almost feel like, they're more mature. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking they're more mature because they're older. But they're still running the same game. They still have an expiration date, and they know the older they get, that expiration date becomes less and less, because they're thinking ahead. They're planning out how they want to spend their years. So if they're on their 30s, they're already telling themselves, in my 40s, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this career. I'm going to go back to school for this. By the time they're making plans ahead of you. And you are not in that plan. This is why it's dangerous, moving in with these people and there's no true commitment, because they'll be wasting your time saving their money, and they're saving their money for their escape plan. They're building relationships with new supplies, trying to figure out how they can target a supply and use them for when they're done with you. How can they, when your time is expired, when you're on that dating show with the narcissist and your time is up, they're going to look at you and say your time is up, and they're going to move on to the next supply. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a younger supply, but that's usually what they target. And let me tell you why they target a younger supply. Because first of all, you're naive. You think you know everything. You think because you're young, you're the prize. They already know that's how you think. They already know how you think that they might be a sugar daddy or there's someone that's more established. They already know that they feel like you targeted them. And you're feeling like, oh, I'm the prize. I should get this. I should get that. I should, get taken to nice places. I should get my bills paid. He should be the breadwinner. He should be taking care of me. You don't think that the narcissist already knows that that's how you're thinking? They feel like you're targeting them. You want something from them. So they'll do nice things for you. It's not a problem. They'll take you out. It's not a problem. They'll buy you drinks. They'll love bomb you, but you got to satisfy them. That's all they're asking of you. It's a transaction. It's like finding a prostitute, but they're not paying you directly. They're doing nice things for you. They want you to satisfy them. They want you to know what they like. They don't want to go out and do illegal activities just to get supply. They are capable of doing it if they're desperate, going to pay for supply. But for the most part, they would rather have an unlimited source of supply. So that's what makes the narcissist different, is that they cannot love. They're not emotional. It's just a transaction. It's just someone to have fun with, someone to have a good time with. Eye candy. It's like, if they could be in the Playboy Mansion and have a whole bunch of supplies who understand what they're doing and who understand, hey, while you're with me, I'll take you out, I'll do nice things, we'll have fun. But I'm not looking to get married, or I'm not looking to have children. Are you looking to have children? If you are, some of them won't want nothing to do with you because they know you'll see through them. They know that you're more mature. They know you want certain things and they are not able to give you these things. So they will lie to you if you're young, if you're naive, if you're a person who's naive, they'll lie to you. They'll promise you things. They'll sell you dreams. They'll sell you dreams. And sometimes when they're angry, they'll tell you some truth. They'll tell you some truth about how they really feel. So the narcissist has an expiration date. If you're dealing with them and you're thinking they're going to change one day, they already have an expiration date for you. So you could sit here and think that your love is going to somehow change them or make them see you differently, or make you or you feel like if they see how much you love them, how much you sacrifice, how much blase, you think that they're going to change or they're going to feel bad or feel sorry for you, but they're not. They already had an expiration date, for you from the start. What makes it messed up is that a lot of them judge you. They judge your intelligence. They judge what you're capable of. They judge, they'll say things to themselves like, oh yeah, that person, no one's going to marry them. They'll tell you no one's going to get married with you. No one wants to have children. They'll tell you these things because they feel like you're the perfect supply to use. Sometimes, they'll use you, and, when they find better supply, they're telling you, hey, go find someone else. They sometimes when they have an expiration date, a lot of people tell you that some narcissists, they have a 7 year gap where they usually the longest, not the longest, but a lot of them have like a certain age gap or group that they target, and a certain amount of years that they will be with the target, depending on the target, right? Some of them have a 7 year mark. Some of them you'll be with them for a whole decade, from your early 20s, 19, 20, 21. When you're looking up to older men in their 30s and 40s, and you think that there's no difference between the age gap, you think there's no difference. You think, oh, who cares if they have kids already? Who cares if they've been married already? You ignore all the red flags, not knowing that these people already have an expiration date, or that they are targeting you because they feel like you have to pay for what someone else did, or you have to pay for the fact that they put themselves in difficult situations where they had to pay back for their actions, and now they're using you as a source of financially, or just a source to have fun with, and nothing that they say is serious. So they have an expiration date. They'll target you when you're young, and when you get to your 30s or something around there, they'll basically say, your time is up. Have a new supply. The new supply wants to fight you. The new supply feels like you're washed up. The new supply feels like you're just hating, you're just jealous. They are the prize. The narcissist is buying them things, taking them places, traveling. And you're thinking that's not fair, right? So they do this pattern over and over again. These people will be in their 50s still messing with little girls because they feel like, hey, by the time you get to your 30s, I'm giving you the opportunity to find someone your age. So they already know that you shouldn't even be messing with them, especially when you're being targeted by older narcissists. They already know you shouldn't be messing with them because they already lived decades ahead of you, and they're way smarter, more intelligent. They're more predatorial, because they're not just thinking with sex. When they were young,